Hello everyone. We will be presenting our action plan based on our recommendation that we have chosen. Our team has chosen the idea, setting up an organizational design and allocate sufficient number of resources to each division of the organization as our action plan. Organizational design is a step-by-step methodology which identifies these functional aspects of workflow, procedures, structures, and systems, realize them to fit current business realities, goals, and then develop plans to implement the new changes. The process focuses on improving both the technical and people side of business. Resource allocation is the process of assigning the best available resources to tasks and projects. Since the company must have an organizational design constraint and need to divide the work efficiently, the first task is to hire an experienced project manager who has the ability and skills to plan, organize, and direct the festival. This manager will assist McFarland in making decisions regarding venue, transportation to and from the event, arrange housing, develop estimates of rooms, food and beverage, and ensure the festival stays on budget and meets safety standards. The second task is to divide the organization into small departments such as finance, marketing, event, media teams, and find the person who can become department head to easily implement the project as well as track the progress of each department. The third step is that each department needs to make a specific plan about the tasks that need to be done for the festival. For example, the finance team needs to account for necessary and possible expense during the festival and inform the company's financial situation to relevant departments such as the team working on booking apps and update the event. After planning everything, the last step is to carry out the assigned tasks.
As we have had all the tasks needed to be done, we also need a person who will be in charge of carrying out each task. The first step that needs to be done is by Bill and Jarul, as they are the company's head. The experienced project manager that McFarland and Jarul hired will be in charge of carrying out the second task because he or she will have the ability and skills to plan, organize, and direct the festival. The third step needs to be done by both heads and member of each department. The last step will be completed by the employees. Next, the timeline and location. The first element of this section is the project timeline. The first thing that needs to be done before preparation is to select the right employees. Since McFarland has no experience in project planning, he needs to hire a project manager who has experience, knowledge, and skills in event organizing and controlling and should be meticulous and responsible. Then the product manager will redistribute the department to suit the event and allocate the employees based on their strengths. In general, we believe that it should contain at least the following departments: sales, marketing, communication, finance, operation, research and development, and design. At the same time, McFarland, Jarul, and the project manager will need to establish event goals and objectives. Preparation for this festival needs to start at least 6 months in advance. After redistributing departments, each department will build their plan for the area that they are responsible for. After that, all the departments will have the meeting together to discuss and report about their plan, to receive the feedback of whether or not any changes are needed. In addition, the finance department will work with other departments to come up with the budget plan for the festival with estimated costs of the resources needed. McFarland, Jarul, and project manager will need to sit together to select the date to ensure it doesn't conflict with any other events taking place around the major holidays.
I will continue to do the timeline part. Since the main details of the event proposal has finished, each department begins to take actions. 5-month period to the event. Sales team start set up a sales strategy. Promotion plan with theme, name, tagline, and logo will be created by marketing team. And operation department will come up with the venue, accommodation, and transportation and choose the venues. Finance team will identify and establish partnership with investor and sponsor, and communication will start to find potential artists to perform in the festival. And finally, design team will come up with the festival layout and design. 3-month periods to the event, sales team start to sell tickets and marketing team follow the promotional plan with various of action. For instance, create event posts on social media and videos on YouTube to engage attendees and attract more customers. Operation team will contact vendors to order the suppliers, and finance team will obtain cash and in-kind corporate sponsorship and manage the cash flow. Furthermore, the design team will start implement the design sketch into construction. 1-month period to the event, project manager will establish a full day agenda and communication department will reach out again to the artist to confirm about the schedule and accommodation arrangement. And marketing team will continue to executing on the publicity plan. And finally, the sales team need to finalize the number of attendants in the event for operation team to book the airplane, bus, accommodation, and food. 2 weeks before the event, project manager need to assign staff to the position with clear roles and responsibility. There will be training for staff to provide necessary skills to carry out during the event, and project manager need to ensure there will be backup plan for any unforeseen situation. 2 days before the event, project manager should check the weather forecast. Communication will reach out with attendees with a reminder email and clear instruction. All of the employees will have the final meeting together. Operation department will have a role in check-in with vendors and suppliers to ensure all of the supplies have been delivered on time with right quantity and quality. They need to also to do a walkthrough and check all of the technological equipment to make sure it runs smoothly, and finance department need to make sure every categories have been paid to vendors and suppliers. On the event day, Manager McFarlane and Charu need to monitor constantly every aspect of the festival. After the festival, they should send in a thank you letter to attendants and asking for the feedback. Operation and finance and communication team will work together to compile a report tally of expenses and email to investor using information from the final report to show them how their patronage made a difference. That's all about the timeline.
Location. There are 5 main locations for this festival, which are hotel, restaurants, office, customer service area. According to the price of tickets, hotels are divided into 3 types of classes, which are Queen Room, King Room, and Presidential Suite. There will be varied and accessible restaurants with plenty of options for foods and beverage, with large tables and seating areas. As this stage is a crucial part of the festival, it should be designed into 4 main areas. Main performance area of the stage, with audio, lighting, and background to support the performance of the artist. Aside from the main performance area of the stage, it's necessary to have backstage or stage wings for monitoring and support the needs of the artist during the performance. Beyond performance stages, artists need a backstage area where they can relax pre-concert dressing and separating them from the crowd. They will need to set up VIP line for celebrities or special guests who paying more for a ticket, which include a fast access line at the event check-in area with welcome tent for cocktails and appetizers before the show begins. For costs, there are several types of costs that included in the festival. The cost that must be included in the event is wages for manager and staff. Next is PR marketing expenses, which include advertising fee through social media, pay for the celebrities to promote email marketing. Side expenses including venue include restaurants, office, staff area, and accommodation for attendants, hotel for artists. Production expenses that has stage and design materials, creative venue lighting, sound includes speaker, microphones, stage effect, fireworks, shows, additional art installation, LED walls for the background, other equipments to support. Performance singers fee for them to perform the festival. The final one is pre-production costs, which include foods and beverage for attendants and staff, transportation to the venue, utilities, electricity, gas, water, security costs, photographer, and videographer.
After considering many factors, our group has identified 2 potential problems. The first one is unexpected situation might arise. For instance, unexpected extreme weather such as storm can affect the event, or singers suddenly feel sick or cannot attend on time. To overcome this situation, the project manager should have a backup plan, for instance, a backup artist to deal with the unforeseen situation. And as mentioned in the timeline, multiple rehearsals can help to reduce the number of unanticipated situations. And not just that, by organizing training, staff can have skill and knowledge to deal and respond to the situation quickly. And moreover, overspending on the event may happen because a lot of little things can change and unexpectedly during the event planning process, and it is the best to keep the festival expensive modest. And for this problem, finance department should manage the cash flow constantly, and in addition, it is important to make sure that the finance department and project manager assesses all requests for event-related changes through the lens of how those changes will affect the festival budget and timeline. And this is our action plan presentation. Thank you so much for your attention.